Coming up on this episode of Uncle Benny's Garage, we explore the dark arts of egg magic. There's a magic trick, and the magician takes a scarf, waves it around, puts it in his hand. Alakazam, it turns into an egg. Or maybe it's an egg and it turns into a scarf. Either way, there's an egg, and it's a fake egg. And the magician shows the audience that it's a fake egg. I'm not giving anything away here. You can buy these fake eggs. You can get them from magic stores, other places, and they're all great. But they don't necessarily match the real eggs that you may use later in your act. So if you want your fake eggs to match real eggs, this is how I make them. Alright, so first thing, grab an egg. I use a Dremel tool with a cutoff wheel on the end. It goes through the shell without tearing it up, and it makes a clean cut. It does sometimes spray egg, so wipe off your counter afterwards. Now this is not the size of the final hole. You want this one a lot smaller. We're just cutting enough to get the yolk out of the egg. We're going to pick out the shell pieces. Going to drain the yolks. Ew, looks like this egg has a cold. We're going to rinse it out. Wash it out. Rinse it out. Way out. And then I let them sit for like a day to make sure they're good and dry on the inside. I'm using the JB Weld 5-minute epoxy. I like to use it on stuff because it's clear. But in this application, you can use any epoxy that stays liquidy because you're going to pour it into the egg and swish it around. You don't want it too thick or pasty when you're doing that. This epoxy doesn't have a very long work time, so you got to go kind of quick. It can also put off a little bit of heat, so don't burn yourself if it gets too hot while it's curing. All right, we're going to pour it in the egg. Careful not to get it all over the place. Now we're going to slowly turn the egg around so that the epoxy sloshes to every part of the surface. You want it to coat the entire inside of the egg. Try and get it right up to the opening, and you can pour out any excess if you think you have too much in there. Now the epoxy sets up quickly, but I leave them to cure for an entire day because I want to make sure it's as hard as it can be. Now I'm using a little sanding drum on the Dremel, and we're opening the hole. Now the shell is coated with the epoxy. It's not as brittle. It's not going to break as easy. It can still be kind of fragile, so be careful. Just work slowly and make the opening as big as you want it or as big as you think it needs to be for whatever you're stuffing in there. Because dremeling eggs is fun, and for all you ASMR people out there, here's some more egg dremeling. And there you have it. Fake eggs that match and look just like your real eggs. There you go. It's magic.